have any time for questions or anything.
No, afraid not, sorry.
Where's the
Where's the cable?
Here, in your hand.
Do you want a hand? We're going to stick with handheld snaps.
Yes.
Is that right? Are you okay doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Can we just stay here when I finish and sit down?
Just sit down there, that's fine. What's his one? That one? Oh no? That one.
You're going to do duplicate?
Just
Same thing.
Perfect.
Okay. You need to just do your mirroring if you haven't already done.
Okay, we're going to get started now. Can I shut the doors? Do you want to do it as a slideshow? So
I'm going to be flicking across.
you are, okay. Okay, we're going to start with a presentation, 5-minute presentation from Alex Wood, who is the editor of Tech City News. I'm going to pass straight over to him so I don't take up any of his time. Thanks, Alex.
Fantastic. Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Alex Wood. I'm the editor of Tech City News, which is a new online website, soon to be print magazine, that covers the technology sector across the whole of London. And I'm in quite a unique position, not only being a journalist and editor, but also being connected with all the latest technologies in London and across the world. So I wanted to take you through a very 5-minute, very quick whistle-stop tour of some of the best technologies that I've seen recently. I apologize, it's going to be quite fast. And also, I'm sure a lot of you in the room have tablets, smartphones, and laptops that are connected to the internet right now. Can I ask you to have them very close in your hand, because you'll need them in about 3 minutes? Okay, so first up, I want to talk about video production. I'm sure there's loads of people in this room who already produce video, want to produce video. We all know it's important for our titles, but there's one big problem with video. It's incredibly time-consuming, incredibly resource-intensive thing to produce. And I've been working with a Spanish startup called VideoLean that's actually based in London now. And what they do is they actually automate the process of making videos. So while I'm speaking to you, I'm just going to play you this demo. Essentially, what it does is it takes all of the titles that you need in your videos, so infographics, animated titles, all of those things that you can see right now, you enter them into a website, and the website will actually automatically generate you a video in just 5 minutes, give you a movie file, and that's it. So you can do a reaction piece, you can do interactive news, all these kind of things, just like that. And I'll just very quickly show you a sample that we do every week. We do a weekly tech show, and this is how it comes out. So these titles here were generated in under 5 minutes, the entire video, which means that I can produce a news roundup every week in under an hour, which is incredible for a news site. Okay, they're currently in beta at the moment, but have a look at videolean.com. They'll be opening up the beta very, very soon. So now that you've actually made your video, what's next? Well, anyone that does work with video knows that video is a very tricky medium to actually get working on the web, and it could be a lot more interactive. Out of interest, how many publishers or smaller publishers, journalists, bloggers still use YouTube and Vimeo for their videos? So a couple of you? I cannot recommend Wistia enough. Wistia is an American-based startup. They have a free trial, but what they do is they make video a lot more immersive and a lot more friendly for the internet. For example, here's one that we do every single week. We send startups from the top of London's Heron Tower, one of the tallest buildings in London, and we drop them from the top of the building to the bottom in the elevator, and they have to pitch their business by the time they hit the floor. And I'll just play you a sample here in the background. And what you can do with Wistia is you can make your videos more valuable. Notice on the top right-hand side of that video, you see this little pop-up and it says follow Tech City News. You can actually allow people to follow people on Twitter within the video. In addition to that, you can also capture email addresses. You can also make interactive links, but crucially, as a publisher, I have the control over the video. I'm not giving my SEO, I'm not giving any of my content away to another provider. Wistia allow me to own that as a publisher. Also, if any of you use email marketing as well, they give you the most incredible analytics and stats off the back of your videos. So what you can see here is actually the engagement. The one in blue is how much people watch it on my website and how much they actually watch to the end. And then the one in orange is people who've actually watched it from emails that I've sent out. And I can even see exactly how many people, this person here in orange, actually viewed it from an email, how many videos they've watched. They've watched 8 of my videos. As a publisher, it's given me incredible control, incredible value to be able to know more about my audience, particularly because we all know that long videos don't work on the web, and that's exactly why I'm watching these stats here to see, you know, is 1 minute 30 too long for my videos, so on and so forth. And then, I apologize, this is a very, very fast roundup. The next one I'm going to share with you, as I mentioned, laptops at the ready and smartphones. Could you please go to techcitynews.com on any device you have right now, because I want to tell you about Go Squared, which is from London and one of the most interesting startups, I think, in London at the moment. Hands up who uses Google Analytics for their website for tracking traffic. Go Squared is like Google Analytics, but a million times better, because we all know, and we've been talking about this morning, it's all about real-time social. It's all about the web moving faster and faster. This is what's happening on my website right now. So any of you that are logging on, it is actually tracking exactly what you're doing. It's going to track on the left-hand side what content you're viewing, how many are on there, the sources, and most interestingly, it also tracks Twitter and the connection between Twitter and my website. Why do I need to know that? Because Stephen Fry tweeted about my website last week and brought my server down. And this enabled me to be able to find out very quickly who on earth did it, what tweet caused it, and so on and so forth. So in essence, it's essentially editorial intelligence. It's given me the kind of information as a young publisher that enables me to be able to react to the journalism that's going on, react to all the stories, all the real-time social web, and make better journalism. I hope I've kept that within 5 minutes. That's everything. 15 seconds left. I would love to speak to anyone in the break at all, and I hope that's been useful. That's me on Twitter. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Rachel. So my name is Anthony Sheehan. I have 2 minutes to describe our new service near you now. The service really was born out of my own personal frustration at clicking on local news links, local news sections, and being presented with stories from 20, 30, sometimes 50 miles away that were absolutely of no relevance to me whatsoever. And it seems this is a bit of a universal problem. In our research, users from a whole variety of demographics told us that they deeply value local news and the connection it gives them with their community, but they really struggle to find that online, and they particularly struggle to find it on mobile. So we have been working with a team of natural language processing experts at Sussex University to build a context-aware local news recommendation service. There's 2 parts to that. The first part profiles news stories as they are published, extracts meaningful geographical references from them, and classifies each story with regard to its reach, its range, and its probable shelf life. What that then allows us to provide to media organizations is an API that they can call as a user hits a news page or a news app, and we will return in real time a ranked, scored list of the 10 most relevant stories for that user in that specific place at that specific time. Our news partners can use that feed, that response, in all sorts of ways to populate mobile applications, to build live stream formats, to dynamically render local news sections so that more relevant stories perhaps have a bigger photo and a longer abstract, to really drive engagement around that customized local feed. We can supplement that with Twitter, with third-party content, with travel information, all sorts of other information that's out on the web, profiled for relevance in exactly the same way, to give an even richer local news feed for every individual user. We're currently piloting the service with some initial partners. We have room for a couple more if anyone's interested to get involved early. And we hope to have the service commercially available by about July of this year. I'll be around for a little while if anybody wants to hear some more. Thank you very much.
Okay, hi, my name is David Tomchak. I'm one of the founders at Vizibee. So what is Vizibee? Vizibee is a mobile video broadcasting platform that is exclusive to journalists. The idea is that the app allows you to capture, edit, and broadcast short-form quality content across your social media platforms. So anyone can watch the video, but by creating a closed community of select content providers, Vizibee aims to develop a platform for quality-focused journalistic content. So to understand a little bit more about that, I'll tell you about my background. I'm a journalist, professional journalist. I have been for years. I've worked at ITN and at the BBC. And like all of you here, came to understand the real value of quality in terms of accuracy. So that was the sort of genesis behind Vizibee. And with the app, your audience will get that sort of quality video that it can trust, and it'll get it fast, which is really what they're looking for. As a journalist, you get a platform that is mobile, collaborative, and engaging, and where you own the content. And then there's also something around the idea of the broadcasters. So as journalists, we all have to provide content for our broadcasting, whoever our boss is, basically our broadcasters, because they ultimately pay the bills. So Vizibee has created a unique mobile hub that allows you to simultaneously post to your personal accounts, but also to post to your broadcasters. And that gives them a great second pair of eyes functionality. So it means that if they post anything to branded sites, they've had a chance to review it first. The Vizibee team came together about 9 months ago, and we have a really good mix of journalists, tech, and business acumen. And we've put something in the App Store. So we've been in the App Store for about 2 months, and journalists have been testing that. So if anyone is an iPhone user here, please go into the App Store, have a look, download the app, Vizibee, and you can see some of the testing. A really good example is a video that was posted on Wednesday by the BBC's Michelle Hussein. She was interviewing Sheryl Sandberg, and she basically did a tease ahead of her program to promo the content that was coming up. So my name's David Tomchak. Sam Barry is also here, one of my colleagues. We'll be taking questions later. If you want to ask us anything, we'd be more than happy to speak with you. If you want an objective view that's probably more accurate, the BBC's social media producer, Marco Zoric, you want to raise your hand, is in the corner over there. He's been testing the app a little bit and can probably tell you a little bit more too. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you to all three of you. So we're now going to have a coffee break. After the coffee break, a wall will have gone up between these two auditoriums. Stream A will be running on this side in Auditorium 1, Stream B in Auditorium 2. So data-inspired stories will be in A, and building participatory communities will be in B. So we hope to be back as close to 11:45 as we